What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to check out the snakes. And some of you guys said you wanted more feeding videos, so we're going to be feeding some of the smaller boas and Mountain Dew. So hopefully you guys enjoy that just a little bit. And we're bumping the food up on a couple of these snakes because I think they are long overdue on eating rats. So we'll just see what happens with a few of them. But we're going to be feeding the VPI jungle, still smaller mice. Okay, that looks like that is not food. Hopefully she didn't, there she goes. Hopefully she didn't crack her teeth on that, because that was kind of a, ooh, that would have hurt. Then we'll go to the IMG Molly, and this guy right here keeps changing from light to dark on the head, and then the head keeps on getting, it's staying dark. So we'll just have to see. I think the colors are changing as the weeks go by, and he is getting a mouse as well. Well, small mouse. And then the IMG Motley Jungle is going to be taking a pretty large rat, and I really think, so she's over a year old, and I think it's time to move her up on rats. And I don't know, I am curious on the VPI IMG on the whole rat situation as well, because she's big and she was born at the beginning of this year, but she looks like she's just as thick around as she is. But I don't want to push her because I know boas have weak stomachs as babies, so the last thing I want to do is give the wrong size and then they regurgitate and something bad happens. So an adult mouse for you. The moon glow shed out. This girl is looking really, really nice. And we saw her on the last video. And she's going to get a bloody mouse. So she's a 2020. She could probably be on rats as well, but I think I'm going to keep her on mice just a little bit longer, just because she's not as big. And that's a perfect size right there. So we'll move the lights. And the Guyana is going to get, we're going to try this large rat right here with her. So she needs to bulk up because she's small and she definitely needs to be on rats. So I don't know. So the VPI Aztec is deep blue in shed, and she might eat, but she's going to be coming out and shedding soon, so I think she's going to miss a meal, which is fine. And she's big too, so, and she's kind of upset. So the VPI IMG will get a very large mouse for now. Look how thick her body is, and I don't know, just makes me nervous feeding younger boas too big of a meal because they are very prone to regurgitation. So here's Mountain Dew, and let me bring the light around. And I know I've been talking about this quite often, but you can kind of see how the scales are super dried out. And I don't know why. So that is a meal and a half right there. So she's been eating rats. Oh, wow, perfect. No problems at all. So again, it took her over a year to eat rats. You know, they do start out 90%, I would say high 90% of anacondas do start out on birds or fish, and then they should transition over towards the rodents. But it's good to see her active and eating and all of that stuff. So we'll just watch a couple of them eat, and that's it. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of those snakes eat. I always like watching them eat. It's just something that fascinates me about snakes, on how they eat, you know, larger prey than, you know, the width of their body, or even bigger than their neck or their head, which is crazy. But so this girl right here, the IMG Motley Jungle Hypo, did very well on that large wrap up. I think that would even be considered possibly a weaned rat. And I mean, it's right there-ish, but it doesn't look like there's that big of a lump. So that was definitely like the perfect size. So I think I'm gonna have to feed her that size again, and she's gonna grow very, very quickly. The snow, no problems at all. They're probably still a little bit in food mode, so I don't want to get too crazy and stick my fingers in there. A little bit of a lump right there. I don't know what size mouse that would be. Possibly a hopper, maybe a little bit bigger than a hopper, but small mouse, I don't know. But she did very, very well, and everybody else did good. I would have fed the Jungle Hypo Pastel, but she's really deep into shed, and I don't really like to feed the younger ones too much while they're in blue or very, very close to shedding, just because I don't want to have any issues with them regurgitating. So that'll be a really exciting shed, along with the VPI Aztec, which she's all fired up. She knows her food, so she's probably wondering why she didn't eat. But the Guyana did very well. Ate that one. It doesn't even look like she even ate it. So that'll be the new size for her from now on. And just keep bumping the food up, watching them grow, and they'll be nice and big here in the next couple of years. So hopefully you guys have an awesome weekend. Again, I really appreciate the support on the channel. See you guys on the next video.